The rich don't break the law. They just quietly rewrite it in gold ink while the rest of us wait in line at the passport office. The rules are different when you're rich, and that's the real problem. Remember growing up thinking if you did everything right, study hard, stay out of trouble, pay your taxes, you'd be rewarded? Yeah, same. Turns out those are the rules for regular folks. The rich, they play a completely different game. They built the game, they own the game, and spoiler, they don't just bend the rules, they write them. Let's break it down. Rules don't apply to me, said every billionaire ever. Let's take a little detour into the minds of the ultra-rich, because understanding how they think is the cheat code to decoding why they do what they do. Brad Klontz, a psychologist and certified financial planner, also known as a money therapist for the ultra-wealthy, has spent years inside their heads. Literally. His job is to help millionaires and billionaires manage their relationship with wealth, and what he's found is wild but not shocking. They don't just ignore rules. They straight up believe they were never written for them in the first place. In an interview with the New York Times, Klontz explained that when the super rich hit a barrier, they don't stop. They don't even slow down. They just find another door or build a whole new house with its own rules. He said, they have this feeling that rules don't apply to them. If they're told something can't be done, they think that doesn't apply to them and find a way around it. Read that again. This isn't just about dodging traffic tickets or finding tax havens. It's a mindset, one that says, if the system blocks me, I'll hack it or make a better one. Success equals rewriting reality. This idea isn't just floating in theory. There's real-life billionaire energy to back it up. Take Elon Musk. Whether you love him, hate him, or just wish he'd stay off Twitter, he's the poster child for this mentality. The man launched Tesla when the idea of electric cars surviving in the US market seemed laughable. He flipped the car industry on its head, skipped the dealership model entirely, and built a brand people buy into like it's a lifestyle religion. Oh, and he's trying to colonize Mars. Because of Earth laws? Meh. Then there's Richard Branson, who decided, you know what sounds fun? Starting an airline and flying a hot air balloon over the Atlantic Ocean for promo. That's not a strategy. That's chaos with branding. And somehow it worked. These billionaires didn't get rich by playing safe. They got rich by taking wild, calculated risks. Not because they didn't fear failure, but because they didn't fear breaking the mold. To them, no just means find another loophole. Money is the side effect, not the goal. Klontz says it best. For many of these people, the obsession isn't with money, it's with the game. The thrill of building, disrupting, winning. Money? That's just the scoreboard. Steve Seibold, another expert who spent 26 years interviewing the rich, agrees. He says wealthy thinkers understand that comfort is the enemy of progress. They don't chase ease, they chase edge, risk, tension. That uncomfortable, messy place where rules don't matter and innovation lives. Affluenza and the get out of jail free card. Okay, let's pause for a quick case study of how tilted the system is. Ever heard of affluenza? No, not the flu you catch from wealth. It's worse. Back in 2013, a 16-year-old named Ethan Couch from a rich Texas suburb got drunk, drove a pickup truck, and killed 4 people. You'd think the outcome was clear-cut. Kid drinks, drives, kills, jail, right? No. Instead of the 20 years in prison that prosecutors pushed for, the judge gave him 10 years probation. Why? A psychologist said he suffered from affluenza, the supposed condition where a child grows up so privileged, so coddled that they don't understand consequences. Yeah, that was a real legal argument. Now ask yourself, if Ethan had grown up in a working-class neighborhood with no access to therapy, flashy lawyers, or PR strategists, would he have walked away with probation and a long-term spa, treatment facility, as his punishment? Doubt it. This case wasn't just a glitch in the system. It was the system doing exactly what it was designed to do. Protect the rich, punish the poor, and throw in some legal gymnastics to make it sound fair. The judge never explicitly said the psychologist's argument swayed her, but let's be honest. If you're even entertaining a defense based on someone being too rich to know right from wrong, something is deeply broken. Victim rights advocates, the families of those killed, and anyone with common sense were furious. And rightfully so, because it wasn't just a bad ruling, it was a message. Wealth doesn't just protect you from consequences. Sometimes it makes you immune to them. So let's loop back. Remember the opening line? The rich don't break the law, they rewrite it. It's not just a catchy quote for your next Instagram carousel. It's a red flag waving at all of us still playing by society's default rules. Because here's the tea. Inequality isn't just about money. It's about access. Access to the back doors of power, access to influence, access to people who don't just follow laws, they draft them in boardrooms and fundraisers over steak dinners. So how do you join their team? Okay, let's be real. You're not getting invited to Davos tomorrow, and you probably don't have a private banker slipping you insider tips over espresso. But that doesn't mean you can't start playing the same game, just from a different angle. Here's how to start leveling up to that I play by different rules now energy. Invest in yourself before Wall Street. The first step is simple but often overlooked. Stop playing the slow, safe game they sold you. The rich aren't banking on retirement funds to build wealth. They're doubling down on themselves. They build businesses, acquire high-value skills, and create multiple income streams. Want to know what beats the S&P 500? Learning how to sell, launching a digital product, creating a service people need. Those moves don't take 40 years to pay off. They can change your income this year. While everyone else is playing the wait and hope game, you can start printing your freedom with the skills you already have and the ones you're willing to learn. Build a public digital presence or be forgotten. In this economy, if you're not online, you don't exist. The new rich understand distribution. They've built trust, communities, and income through visibility. Your online presence isn't about vanity, it's about proof. Proof that you know what you're talking about, that you're building something, that you're not just another resume floating in the abyss. You don't need a huge following, you just need to be present. And that starts by hitting the post. Climb with a crowbar, not a resume. Let's be honest, you're not going to get promoted into freedom. The rich didn't wait around for someone to recognize their potential. They went out and built leverage. They sent risky emails. They pitched ideas without credentials. They launched when it wasn't perfect. That's the energy. You need to stop waiting for permission and start forcing doors open. The system isn't designed to elevate quiet talent. It rewards loud value. This doesn't mean being obnoxious. It means being undeniable. Apply for roles you aren't qualified for. Launch that side hustle. Create before you feel ready. The crowd waits, the rich act. Network like it's oxygen. The truth is, every room you want to be in is already accessible. You don't know the right people yet. And no, networking isn't fake smiles at boring events. It's relationship building with people who stretch your thinking and unlock opportunities. The rich hire from their circles. They partner with people they trust. They open doors for those they've broken bread with. If you're only surrounding yourself with people at your level, you're stuck. Introduce yourself at that workshop. One conversation can change your life, but you have to start it. Study the system you're trying to beat. Rich people aren't just lucky, they're informed. They hire tax strategists, not just accountants. They understand how to move money, protect assets, and use legal frameworks to their advantage. That might sound complicated, but it's not unreachable. There are books, podcasts, free courses, and Reddit threads. You don't need to be a finance bro to learn why capital gains are taxed less than salary, or how to use an LLC to write off your laptop. The rich don't fear the system. They study it, then bend it, and so can you. So where does that leave us? Here's the real talk. Most of us were raised to be rule followers. Study hard, don't cheat, wait your turn. And while some of those values are great for surviving, they won't always help you win in a system built to reward rule breakers with private jets. We're not saying break the law, but it's time we recognize that the people at the top aren't playing by the same rule book and never were. If you want change, awareness is the first rebellion. Start asking, who made the rules? Who benefits from them? And how do we start writing new ones? Because the rich aren't just rich. They're rule-proof, by design. And that's all for today, however. We're just getting started. If you want to learn more, hit the like button if this has made you rethink the system, and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. Thanks for watching.